The Premier League fixtures for the season 2025-2026 have officially been announced, and we are here to discuss them. Yes, people, you know the face, you know the name. Aaron here, back again with another video. Shout out to everyone tuning in. It's been a minute, people. It's been a minute. Please apologize the absence on this channel. As you know, the Club World Cup's going on right now. I was a bit too giddy because I thought after every game I'd be able to post a YouTube video on my channel, which has proven to be quite impossible because the games are just coming. It's back to back games, 4 games a day. It's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. 5 p.m., 8 p.m., 11 p.m., and sometimes 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., depending on what time the game is. It is difficult. So for now, I'm just keeping it to social media. But from the knockout stage, I should say, from the quarterfinals, round of 16, I should say, from the round of 16, I'll be able to post some of the games, you know, because even during the round of 16, there's like back-to-back games. There's a day where there's like 3 round of 16 games after each other. It's going to be tough to react to all of them. But if all of them are good games, or if there's any good games in there, I'll definitely react to them. But for now, I'm keeping it to social media. So if you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on TikTok, make sure you head over to those platforms where I post reactions to the games happening at the Club World Cup. And so far, man, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. So I can't complain. Really can't complain. But anyway, you've seen the title. You've seen the thumbnail. We are here to talk business. It's nearly that time. Well, still a long way to go, but it's nearly that time. The Premier League is upon us. Season 25-26, and the Premier League have released the fixtures. There was talks of the fixtures being leaked half an hour before the actual Premier League fixtures were released. I don't know why that happened. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, we are here to react to the Premier League fixtures. And of course, I can't go through every single team. So what I'm going to do is we'll talk about the big 6 fixtures and we'll talk about them one by one. And let's see if your team has the chance to have a good opening 6 games of the 2025-2026 season. So, and who are we going to start with? Let's start with Arsenal. Arsenal, their first 6 games of the new Premier League season are Man United away, Leeds at home, Liverpool away, Nottingham Forest at home, Manchester City away, and Newcastle away. Sorry, Manchester City at home and Newcastle away. So these are not easy fixtures, and it's quite heavy, to be fair. I'll be honest with you. These are quite heavy fixtures for Arsenal. To start with Man United away, it's never easy. I don't know what the stat is of Man United. I don't know what the stat is of Arsenal not being able to beat Man United at home, at Old Trafford, that is. But, you know, it's always difficult to play against these guys. So this is difficult for Arsenal. Then they come up against newcomers Leeds, who will have a point to prove. They'll have a point to prove to stay in the Premier League and not do the same thing that happened to them last time they came up to the Premier League, which is they came up and they went straight back down. So they don't want that to happen again. You know, then they have Liverpool away. That's going to be the toughest fixture. I think this is arguably going to be tougher than Man United away. And to be fair, the last time Arsenal went there towards the end of the season, they did quite well. You know, they did quite well. Then they got Forest at home, City at home. That's going to be a revenge for Man City. You know, that's going to be a revenge for Man City. Pep's going to want to go there and, you know, prove a point as well with his new team, etc. But we'll talk about Man City in a minute. And then they got Newcastle away, and we know Arsenal going up to Newcastle has never been, well, in recent times has not been positive for them. So listen, these Arsenal fixtures, I'll be honest, whether they're going to win all of them or not is a different story. But for the way Arsenal have been behaving and talking, and the fans, etc., the expectations, I would expect Arsenal to go into these fixtures and try and win all of them. Because if you consider yourself a title contender for 3 seasons in a row, this has to be it. Surely this has to be it. You know, whether they bring in new players or not, they've always claimed that they're title contenders. They've always claimed that they belong at the top. They belong in the top 2, top 3. So this is a perfect opportunity. This is the perfect opportunity for Mikel Arteta and his squad to go out there and show why they were title contenders for the last 3 seasons, or why they belong in the top 2, top 3 in the last 3 seasons. It's going to be difficult though, because we're at a stage now where people probably know how Arsenal play now, so they will be able to prepare according to that. I think Arteta's tried different methods now. He tried to go all out on attack, tried to keep it a bit more conservative. Then he discovered the set piece thing. None of them really work, so he needs to try and find a formula that's constant and consistent throughout the whole season. You know, it could be a mixture of all 3 of those things. It could be a mix. It could be just one. He has to find a solution. And surely, I don't think I'm crazy for saying this, because for some reason, when you say this to Arsenal fans, they think you're crazy. Surely, if he doesn't win anything at the end of the season, this has to be it. This has to be it. I think Arteta's going to be moved on if he doesn't win anything, because it looks like it's going to get backed in the transfer window. Obviously, we don't know if Sesko's coming in. We don't know. Zubimendi, that's not been finalised just yet. We don't know. I mean, people are saying they got the here we go, but then they don't. And we don't know if Zubimendi's actually going to Arsenal. There's talks of an anonymous call from Real Madrid coming in. So we don't know what's happening there. But surely, Arsenal fans, be serious and be honest with yourselves. Surely, if Arteta doesn't win anything this coming season, this has to be it. And I don't think I'm crazy for saying this. I mean, 5th full season, 6th full season? Come on, man. Next up, let's talk about Manchester United. Manchester United's fixtures into the new season are the first 6. Arsenal at home, Fulham away, Burnley at home, Man City away, Chelsea at home, Brentford away. Wow. I mean, I could be sitting here and tell you, I can't believe the Premier League did this to us and blah, blah, blah. No. Because after last season's finish, I think we deserve this. We deserve this. And I actually do think that this is a good thing, because Amarim's getting the backing that he wants. 2 players, well, 1.5. Cunha is in. That's done. And Mbeumo's going to get done. It's only a matter of time at this point. I don't think there's anything with the Tottenham links, personally. He's coming to Man United. And there will be a striker coming in. Whether it's Gyökeres, whether it's Ekitike, we don't know yet. But there will be a striker coming in, or a third player, if you want. Not necessarily an out-and-out striker. So Amarim will have revamped his whole attack by the time the season starts. So we're going to have a new team up front. Instead of Garnacho, Højlund, and Bruno Fernandes, Bruno's probably going to drop in deeper, and we will have a completely new attack. We'll have a completely new number 9, or Xerxes playing in there. But one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. We'll have a completely new attack in terms of the 2 number 10s, in Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha. So for me, I think this is a good thing, because there are no more excuses. Yes, Amarim came out talking about the storm, etc., etc. There's no more talks about storm now. Like I said, with the backing that Amarim will get, because I did say that Ineos were going to back him, which they are doing right now, this new start of the season has to bang. It has to bang. No excuses. It should be possible for Man United to go into the new season and beat Arsenal. It's not impossible. It is possible. It is possible. And like I said, the first 5-6 games, Amarim, pressure's on. Pressure is on. Because by that point, nobody can say he doesn't have his own team, because now he does. Whoever he doesn't want at the club are most likely going to leave. Garnacho is on the verge of leaving. Rashford is most likely going to leave. There's talks of Mason Mount going out on loan. There's talks of Sancho going out. There's talks of Anthony going out. That's 5 players already. Plus The ones that have left already because their contract ran out. Lindelof, Johnny Evans, Christian Eriksen. So the people that are meant to go are leaving. So there are no more excuses. This has to bang. I'm not crazy for saying that in those first 6 games, I don't want to see no else. I only want to see W's or draws. I don't think I'm crazy for saying this. Because boy, oh boy, you start that season with a loss. You don't want to know what's going to happen because we all know what happens at Man United when you don't win, especially against Arsenal. I'm not crazy for saying that the first 6 games cannot contain a loss. Not one. Not one. And on top of that, the style of play has to bang as well. It has to be clear and obvious what Manchester United are going to play like. Neutral fans need to be looking at the club or need to be looking at the team and say, this is how Amorim plays. Yes, this is a clean slate. This is a new season. But now you've got the whole of pre-season to work on what you want to work on. So it has to bang. It has to bang. Personally, I had a bit of a dip and I was angry after the Europa League final, etc., etc. Cool, no problem. But now I'm going to be very critical. Very critical. I'm going to be looking at the most minuscule things to determine whether Amorim has managed to get those players to do what he wants them to do. So, pressure's on. Pressure's on. Right, next up, we have Chelsea, who start with Crystal Palace at home. Then they got West Ham away, Fulham at home, Brentford away, Manchester United away, and Brighton at home. Pretty decent fixtures, Pretty decent fixtures. Obviously, Chelsea now are at the Club World Cup in America. Started off with a win against LAFC, not Galaxy, but LAFC. Bit of a strange one because I like I said, when they brought in the likes of Liam Delap, I did say that with all due respect, I do not think that this is the type of or the caliber of striker that Chelsea should be signing. I do believe that they should be signing, the best of the best, like the top strikers in this world. I do believe that Chelsea should have gone in for the likes of Gyökeres, for the likes of Sesko, for the likes of Victor Osimhen. Yes, there's that talks of money issues and he wants this type of salary and this type of salary. Listen, I'm not the type to be talking about salaries and how much money people are on. But, with the amount of games that players are playing nowadays, I'm not mad at some of these players asking for the wages that they're asking for. Obviously, with the necessary quality to add to it, which Osimhen does have. He's a straight shooter. Shoot on sight. I mean, he won the title with Galatasaray. I think he finished top scorer in that league. I mean, is he not entitled to ask, for that money? But anyway, I think this is a decent start for Chelsea. But what are the expectations for Chelsea? I'd like to know, Chelsea fans. What are your realistic expectations? Because you did make top four. You made top four. You qualified for Champions League. So it's going to be interesting to see how Chelsea navigate that. The fixtures in the Premier League, some of them are going to be tough. And, you're in the Champions League now. So obviously the league format, which is going to be new to Chelsea because the last time they played in the Champions League, they were still in the group phase format, if I can call it that. So they will have significantly harder fixtures in the Champions League. They'll be coming up against significantly harder teams than they did maybe last time they played in the Champions League. So, it's going to be interesting to see how Enzo Maresca, maneuvers around that with his team and how he maneuvers around that with the players he's got at his disposal. I do think they need to upgrade on some positions. I think the wing positions have to be upgraded on, in my opinion. Madueke, Neto, it's good, but is it Champions League good? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Midfield-wise, I think they'll be okay. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Esteval's only coming in next year, so that's not the time to be talking about it now. Defensively, I think they should be okay. Maybe they should add, I'd say, one or two players in there that could possibly help them, because in terms of injuries, it's not the best record. Fofana, he's always injured. So it would help. Reece James, you don't know how fit he's going to be. How do you manage his minutes, etc. But yeah, it's looking like a decent start for Chelsea. I can see them win, most of their games in here. So yeah, that's for the Chelsea. Manchester City start the season 2025-2026 with Wolves away. Straight off the back, you got Ait Nouri going back to his ex team. So Wolves away, Tottenham at home, Brighton away, Manchester United at home, Arsenal away, and Burnley at home. So listen, within the first 5 to 6 weeks, we've got a Manchester derby, man. When's the last time we've seen that? And this is where I'm going to take my United hat off and I'm going to put my neutral hat on. This Man City team is looking scary. I'm not going to lie. This Man City team is going to look scary. Again, I'm going to repeat the sentence. I'm not crazy for saying this. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm crazy for saying this when I say that I think Man City could win all of those games. They could win all of them. And when I say win, I mean convincingly. Have you seen that team now? They've added, Kevin De Bruyne is left. They've added the likes of Ait Nouri, Ryan Cherki. They already got Mamouche and Kuzanov and Nico Gonzalez, who came in January. And they've added Tijani Randers. This is gonna be disgusting to see this team play. I'm recording this before the Man City game against Wydad in the Club World Cup. So as a neutral, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what that looks like. And if that's looking dangerous and if that's looking devastating the way I think it will, the Premier League's in trouble. Pep is out there for revenge. He is not going to play with anyone. Pep is going to reclaim what is his, or what's meant to be his, which is the Premier League throne. And he is not going to play with anyone. Have you seen the training vids already? I've seen the training vids. I've seen the way he's already kind of indicating that Ryan Cherki's his favorite, giving him the hugs, giving him the head rubs and everything. It's looking scary, people. It's looking very, very scary. And again, I'm not crazy for saying that I think that Man City could win all of those games. So these teams, they may be in trouble. Wolves, Spurs, Brighton, United, Arsenal, Burnley. One of these teams going to hold a beating. One of them. Don't know who it is, but one of them's going to hold a beating. So, boy, Manchester City didn't come to play. So those are the fixtures for Manchester City. Then we got Spurs. Spurs are starting off the Premier League season 2025-2026 with Burnley at home, Man City away, Bournemouth at home, West Ham away, Brighton at home, and Brighton away and Wolves at home. Pretty decent set of fixtures. I guess the only difficulty I could see Spurs have is the fact that they start the Premier League season on Saturday the 16th, but Wednesday the 13th, they'll be playing in the UEFA Super Cup against PSG 3 days prior. So what do? Do you line up a strong team to, rest and prepare for the Premier League start on Saturday? Or do you try and win that trophy and go with a strong team? But that means you'd have to kind of play a weakened team, knowing that playing against PSG is not the easiest task. I mean, ask Atleti, they just got pumped 4-0 in the Club World Cup. Ask Inter Milan, they got pumped 5-0 in the finals. So this is not going to be the easiest of games. And it's all going to be about how Spurs recover from it, how they rest from it. So, this is tough for Spurs, man. But I did say that I do think that Thomas Frank, who's the new coach of Tottenham Hotspur, is going to do well. I think he's going to do well at Tottenham. I think he's going to be a great coach for them. And I think he'll do great. I actually think he'll do great. I think he'll do really, really well over there. So, yeah. And I think it all depends on what type of players they bring in as well. But I do think that those 3 days, they're going to be tough for Spurs. But all in all, I think this is a decent start for Spurs into the season. So, yeah. And then last but not least, got to talk about the champions, Liverpool. They start the Premier League season with the Community Shield against Crystal Palace on Saturday, the 9th of August. And they play on Friday. That's the opening game of the Premier League season, the new season, and they play against Bournemouth at home. Then you got Newcastle away, Arsenal at home, Burnley away, a Merseyside derby, the first one of the new season at home, and then they got Crystal Palace away. Oh, by the way, the Community Shield is not Crystal Palace away; it's at the Wembley Stadium. So yeah, apologies for that. But I actually think Liverpool will win all of their fixtures. It could be a bit tricky, with Bournemouth first game at home and a bit of nerves there, new players, etc. It could be sticky, but I think Newcastle away and Arsenal at home are more sticky than Bournemouth at home for Liverpool. But I think apart from that, I think Liverpool got the rest of the fixtures. I think they will do well. I think it will be great for them. And yeah, the champions will be in full flow with new players, obviously. Frimpong, Florian Wirtz, and that will be a good watch, by the way. Florian Wirtz, welcome to the Premier League, and all eyes are going to be on him. Everyone's going to be watching that game to see how well Florian Wirtz does in the Premier League in his first game. And obviously Kirkez, which is a matter of time as well. He's going to be going back to his old team and play against his old teammates. And yeah, but listen, let me know what you think in the comment section below. We've covered all Big Six teams. And let me know what you think or if you support a different club. What do you think of your first 6 fixtures? Let me know in the comment section below. Discuss with each other. Keep it respectful, of course. And yeah, it's roll to 20k, people. Apologies again for not being regular with the posts. Games are all over the place. So yeah, man. Keep it locked on my channel. Keep your eyes locked on my channel for new videos dropping soon. Anyway, people, that was it from me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's roll to 20k. And I'll see you soon. Peace.